This silver setup is the only setup I took this week, bro. As you can see, we had that big breaker structure before. We're clearly trending upwards. You know what I mean? If we zoom out, market structure good. Higher highs, lower lows, blah blah blah. Went back to the 50, created a zone here, and as you can see, we just went for the 1 to 1 and ended up going a little higher. But still, look, bro, that was the only trade we took this week. So this week was literally so boring, bro. It was so boring. But like, honestly, man, this is what I gotta do. This is what I gotta do. It's only been one setup. Well, two setups the past 2 weeks. One setup this week, one setup last week. And it honestly had me feeling some type of way, because like when nothing happens in the market, when your plan isn't happening, you can really just start thinking like, bro, like, is this even worth it? Am I making progress? So many different things. Am I a failure? It's tough, bro. And these are the times where people actually start to overtrade. These are the times where people start to not follow their plan. These are the times where people break their whole careers to an extent. You know what I'm saying? Just for the time. Like they set themselves back because they get impatient. If they setup isn't occurring as much as they want it to, then maybe you should choose a new strategy. But obviously, it would be lovely to have a setup every day, but that's just not the case with this. You know what I mean? So it's really not normal for these type of setups to only happen once a week. Like literally the week before this, there's one setup. The week before that, it was three setups, and they all won. But it's like I was taking a break and I was really just reevaluating things, back testing for a few months. Uh, so I missed that whole week. But like, bro, trust me, y'all. This is okay. This is literally okay. You know, Even though all this stuff is going through my head, like I'm still following my plan at the end of the day. If you're, excuse me, if your setup isn't occurring, you're still following your plan at the end of the day. So like, it's a dub, bro. It's a dub. Slow motion beats no motion. I be showboating something, bro. But yeah, bro, I'm tripping, bro. All right, anyways, bro. Anyway, bro. Slow motion beats no motion. A few months from now, I can end up, you know, just doing what I did the past 2 weeks, and who knows where I'll be, in terms of like these funded accounts and payouts and, just career wise. You know what I mean? Can't try and rush it. Can't try and rush it. I'm not forcing a thing. If it's there, it's there. If it's not, it's not. That's why trading is a big waiting game. You learn a lot about yourself. And man, a really hard part about this is that there was a couple setups this week that I literally saw. This one was on Wednesday. Wait, this was Thursday. This setup happened on Tuesday. So this one was on Thursday, bro. This is a clear head and shoulders pattern on silver, bro. Clear head and shoulders. And I'm like, bro, I'm finna take this. We have this big gap under too. But it's not my plan, bro. If my plan was to make money, which obviously, like you want to make money, like that's why you trade in and stuff, but like we change our mindset to just following the plan. So if my plan was just, oh, let's make money, let's get this money, I would have took this head and shoulders, bro. I would have took this head and shoulders because it was so obvious. It was so obvious. And like, I don't know. I just didn't take it. I was just like, whatever. It literally went down, filled the gaps. And I didn't take it because it wasn't part of my plan. Now, even this one, good demand setup that was created right here, right at 9:30, but it didn't pull back to the 50. But I saw this great reaction, and like I couldn't take it though. I couldn't take it. That would have been a dub, bro. Couldn't take it though. Excuse me, y'all. Coming down with a little cold, but I'm telling you guys, during these types of weeks or like during these periods where you're going to be waiting a lot and you see things that you're thinking like, oh, this is going to win, oh, this is a good setup, but it's not part of your plan. Don't do it, bro. because you want to be able to just follow your plan, bro. You know what I mean? This type of stuff, when you're not, following your temptations to just take a setup that looks good, even if it doesn't follow your plan, like these two, you're actually rewiring your brain to just take these setups that go with your plan and not just like be in that mindset to let's get this money. You know what I mean? And the money will come. You know what I mean? Just let the results be the results, but follow the plan. So actually, my whole mindset shift is like these past 2 weeks have actually been like life changing, bro. They have been amazing because I have been tempted to take setups that didn't follow my plan, but I didn't. I don't care. I'm not taking it. Only if it follows my plan. Literally, that's it. So this is the only one I took this week. I felt like a lot going through my head, but I was still profitable this week. We caught a dub. We caught a setup. You know what I'm saying? So we just let this build up over time, and y'all stick with me because we gotta keep on doing this. We all gotta keep each other accountable and make sure that we just follow our plan. Just follow the plan. Like I'm telling you, man. Let's go. I'll see y'all next week, and hopefully there's more setups. I'll review them with y'all, and we can just talk a little more about it. But this is the reality of trading, bro.
My boring trading week. I read your thing. Am I wrong?